Hi all, in this video we are going to look at the classic stabilizer in DaVinci Resolve. If you don't know what this classic stabilizer is, it is one of the oldest stabilizer available in DaVinci Resolve, which is available on the DaVinci Resolve 12.5, which is the one that I didn't use, and I just stumbled upon this classic stabilizer recently, and I find this classic stabilizer a little bit more usable and controllable than the regular stabilizer, and I'm going to share you guys the reason why I find this classic stabilizer more usable. The thing is that on the regular stabilizer it is going to track the footage automatically, and it's going to stabilize the footage after tracking the automatic tracking. But in this classic stabilizer we can manually track the footage, so we can configure the places that we want to track or that we want to stabilize. Then after that we can just stabilize the footage based on the tracking data we manually track. To use the classic stabilizer, it is only available on the color tab of DaVinci Resolve. To use that, on the color tab, head over to the tracker tab, and from there change that to stabilizer and press the three dot and choose classic stabilizer, and you will be prompted with the classic stabilizer. And the walkthrough to use this classic stabilizer is that first we will track the footage, then we will stabilize the footage. So first of all I mentioned the details of how you can track the footage. So on the top there is pan, tilt, zoom and rotate. So based on the motion of your footage you need to select the four motions. So if your footage only got pan, just choose pan only, as it will make the tracking experience more smoother compared to enabling all other three things. So based on the motion on your footage or the motion of the subject you are tracking, choose the motion from the top. Also on the bottom right corner there is an option called cloud tracker and point tracker. This is the two type of tracking method available on this classic stabilizer. Cloud tracker means it is going to track an area, while the point tracker will only track the point. So based on the footage you can choose the different type of tracker. And on the left bottom side you can see the control based on the tracker that you selected, that is cloud tracker or the point tracker. So if you choose the cloud tracker, on the left bottom side there will be a checkbox to enable the interactive mode. Just enable that checkbox to see the tracking points which the footage will be tracked based on, and you can add additional point by clicking and dragging on the viewer and choosing the insert option, and you can delete the point like the same, that is clicking and dragging and just choosing the delete option. And if you choose the point tracker option, on the left side there will be option to enable the points, and from the viewer you can move the point to the selection that you want to select, and you can add additional point by selecting the add point option. And to track the footage, use the controls available at the top left corner. Controls are like the track one frame left, track entire footage in reverse, pause the tracking, track forward fully, and the track forward in one frame. So using the controls at the top left corner you can track the footage. Then after tracking we can stabilize the footage, and the thing is that you don't need to track each time after you change the stabilization details. You need to only press the stabilize button. So if you make a change in the stabilization option, you need to restabilize the footage by just clicking the stabilize only. You don't need to track the footage. And to stabilize the footage there is three option: strong, smooth and zoom option. Strong means it is the strength of the stabilization, and the value under means the footage will be stabilized in a way that it will remove all the motions on the footage. It is same as that of you shooting the video using the tripod, and if you reduce the value, the stabilization will have more motion and the footage will be more stabilized. And the thing is that higher the strong value, there will be more unwanted artifact on your footage, so you want to keep that in mind by increasing the strong value. So try reducing the strong value so there won't be that much unwanted artifact like the wobble effect, and the footage is still stabilized, so you will get the stabilized footage. And the next option is the smooth option, and the smooth option will add the artificial smoothing to the motion, so the motion will feel more smoother, but higher value means the camera's original motion will be reduced, so you want to keep that in mind while adjusting the smooth value. And the last thing is the zoom, and zoom means by adding the stabilization there will be black bars at the sides, so by using the zoom option you can reduce the black bar by zooming into the footage. Either you can use the zoom available on the stabilization, or you can manually zoom in the footage by using the inspector zoom parameter. So that's it, that's all about this classic stabilizer and the walkthrough to use the classic stabilizer. I hope you guys find this video useful. If you do so, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.